Malawi Today.
I think amene amapempherawa anayiwala chimodzi kufunsa kuti amene akufuna kulanda Yesu ndi ndani, foti amalikiratu nenga talipo ena ochimwa ngati ine ngonakwezanso na chamwamba mulandire Yesu lero lino. Ena anaika zinthawa popo, maybe ena anaika zinthawa popo bwese pano pamene apena zinthawazo na MBC my journalists, they put their mics there.
Amene angafune kupanga move mic out.
Kuti bwera hapa.
It's okay.
Nikhale pansi?
Oh, akadzaka, right? Okay.
Okay. All right.
Is that okay with you?
Okay, then the laptop.
You can come. But it's okay.
Ichi.
How is it? It's all right? Okay. You need to put here. Put it on the side. Put it on the side.
Olemekezeka Richard Minopanda amene ali Secretary General
Malawi Congress Party. Komanso Jessica Bwira amene ali Publicity Secretary ya Malawi Congress Party. Asogolera onse mamembers aku NEC muli pano. Ndaona ambirimbiri muli pano alikazipatike komanso akudowa onzathu akudowa kusamba zonzi acholera ali pano. Data of women ali pano. Akondi muli pano. Ambirimbiri ndithu. Akuri Joniso motsogozedwa ndi ochilondola chokudedza zomwe kwambiri mafika pano komanso nkhalakale pandale olemekezeka Heather Kintaba komanso tonaso pali Zeria kodi Zeria komanso Atsogo Kemso muli pano. My brother there, good to see you Gafa. Yeah, yes. Hene Mumba, my cousin, good to see you here, and everybody else from Malawi Spada. Tunaso Avela Kantukule, former ministers, Kumbize, Ndena Otero, Maulemwanu, ndithu komanso nonse members from the press, Mafika Panopa, Landirani, Ulemu. Good afternoon. Fellow citizens, especially our brothers and sisters from Malawi Congress Party. I want to tell you one thing before I begin my statement. We got this. And I say it without any iota of doubt, with confidence. Yes. Not only that, but because I've seen what you have not seen. The devil comes to kill, steal, and destroy. Yes. Will not allow that on Mother Malawi. I address you on behalf of Malawi Congress Party, and more especially on behalf of our presidential candidate, His Excellency, Dr. Lazarus McCarthy Chakwera. The one who won in 2020? No. 2014, he won? Yes. He was robbed of victory? Yes. 2019, he won? He was robbed of victory? Yes. But God did not allow it. Yes. 2020, he got what belonged to him. Yes. And that will not be taken away from him. That's why I can confidently say, we got this. On September 16, Malawians went to the polls. You voted you voted in peace and more especially with purpose to choose your leaders. It is our resolve today and our shield against those who steal the will of the people. The fact that you voted in peace and with purpose, that has formed our shield and our resolve to protect the will of Malawians. Our independent teams of party agents, lawyers, forensic experts have worked without pause since elections day. Their findings are very clear, they're consistent, and deeply troubling. We state plainly and without hesitation, the Democratic Progressive Party, have not stolen anything from us, but we have caught them stealing. Ndiangule nchichewa sana beyai komata agwira akuba. And I want to tell them this, our colleagues from DPP, we got this. To those that try to steal their way to victory, know that we know that you know that we know your ways. I want to say that again. Know that we know that you know we know everything about your ways. This is not 2014. It's not 2009. It's not 2004. This is 2025. Simungabwere kunkhondo imene enafe tuswera ndi drones ndi mipeni yayi. You can't bring knives to a drones fight. Never. Never. What I've said here are not slogans or empty rhetoric words. They are conclusions drawn from a body of evidence our teams have already compiled. Original polling station results forms, agent statements, time-stamped photographs, digital transmission logs, and go to Jesse. Go to you lecture English? Languages, college. Okay, kuma alemba chomwecho ndesi ndichichula. A good contemporaneous notes. I'm an engineer speaking figures and drawings, so please understand me. All right. And contemporaneous notes. ISG mundilembe pa WhatsApp ndisunga ichi njiroweze. I must go to the computer mulibano antaba. You know this, I believe. Okay, and from their notes, from accredited observers and party agents, the pattern is logical and traceable. Raw results recorded at polling centers do not match figures later announced at tally centers. A polling center lemba zina, tally center yapako siwese zina, zimene zikupita ku make. Null and void notes, ballots are concentrated in MCP strongholds at rates far above possible error. And the critical stages of result transmissions were accompanied by coordinated operational failures, especially in the central region. Key factual points that demand we would like to inform Malawians and more especially our members are as follows. I think it was good using this laptop of yours than Kuzolembazi. Is in Zano SG. In a laptop, I think this is better. Thank you, Jess, for this. On 18 September 2005, a case, as an example, emerged in Intakataka constituency in Deza. Can you display it for us, Ada? Just to move a bit. Now, I will just come here. Can you zoom? When you see for our brother and esteemed former president, Arthur Peter Mutalika, Mavoti yao apopo alipa 8488. That was manually entered data. Can you now go to the one they did electronic transfer? Utabanga punch, utabange matotos. Can you go that one, the second one, the original, the inaija? Tungopasa kope later on. Inakwera figure ya APM yoka. So this is not only in the district, it's in several, about 12 districts, including Zimba, Likoma, Neno, Luchenza, and other various districts. And for Likoma, I went there myself. Nadaba Gudi, Likoma zona adi gende miyala gende ramuja. When you look at the manually entered tally sheets, Likoma APM has got less than 2,000 votes. 1,020 something thereabout votes. Komaza electronically Yabanga enter into the system, it shows good I need over 6,000 votes. And these are facts that I'm saying we have seen. When I say we got this, I mean WEGOTTHIS. We got this. Another example, another example, another manual. I'm going to do the second one. This is, hey, anyway, we just show the media the examples, what you have, just copies. Now, you can't have everywhere only Peter Mutharika increasing. Electronic. Now, that's one aspect. And as I speak to you this afternoon, we have already lodged a complaint with MEC yesterday, last night, on this one, before 10 o'clock, we had already lodged a complaint with MEC and assigned up a stamp. We can show you copies if need be, just the front page, not everything. We have submitted to MEC. You must also appreciate Kuti when you submit kuti zafike kwa opanga announce kuti tandra complaint yakuti yakuti there's a process. So sometimes when announce here mwina sabanga knowledge later on, don't blame us or don't blame MEC, it's a process. Yoti mukapeka katundu, it goes through stages before they make announcement. So bear with us and make as well. Oh, it's working. And make as well on that. Number 2, stuffing of ballot papers into ballot boxes in various districts. And we have an example of Mangochi Masongola. Malawians of goodwill in Mangochi called us with evidence that some took videos of people stuffing ballot papers into ballot boxes. And last night we dispatched a team of people who this morning have done a great work and have sworn affidavits, 12 so far, from 12 monitors from 3 constituencies in Mangochi as we speak to Panopa. We have already lodged a complaint with MEC this afternoon, and I believe Guti, it will be acknowledged later when they have a press conference about the same. And we're still comparing the same sworn affidavits from various monitors and members of goodwill, even the presiding officers who have said no, their conscience is very clear. They don't want to be under the spirit of mammon that loves money. They said no, we can't do this. We have to speak the truth. Some are coming from Blantyre and others elsewhere with the same evidence which we submit to MEC maybe tomorrow. But it's easy to come as Banga submit the 2 examples I've given so far. Direct, on this one, you see, and that what were Togo's and that what DPP, they were very smart on this one. They had a good game plan, including from propaganda, media, well planned. Let's give credit where it's due, but we don't know. We got this. We got this. They are well planned and they are well organized scheme, and their plan was very good, but in an evil way. So we give them credit. They are very good at it, planning nicely to do evil and bad things to Malawians, and for that we give them a credit for that. The ones that planned this scheme of stuffing ballot papers into ballot boxes, they were clever. They knew that at the end of the day, Malawi's party will go for physical auditing of ballot papers. Now, anapanga to plan B, ngati we go that route, tikapezemo zawo zambirimbiri mkati muja. That's why kucholo peza kuti ovota 181 koma mavota IPM 207,000 ndio kuti azipanga staff mutimo mene muja. Now laptop yanu Jesse chatima suka I didn't know kuti uchotoko eroti basi chima pango jen kama party lemwina apanga. Oh yeah, it's okay. Sichanga paper net. Now, they had a plan B. Once we go for physical auditing, we find the about papers in the about boxes. That's why we have written Kuti, when doing physical auditing, don't just count, but let it be a physical auditing. For the law says the physical what? Auditing, not recounting. Physical auditing. Checking a ballot paper in the origin on the NED against what was plucked from the ballot papers and the booklet. The serial numbers, all that must be checked. And unfortunately, there's no time, but it has to be done at all costs so that the credibility of the election is not in question. Then the third one is direct discrepancies. You find that in multiple polling station result forms signed by presiding officers and party agents show different tallies from those being announced at Constitutional Center. These are not clerical differences. They are systematic shifts favoring a certain candidate for a particular party. And the Sumakala 1 constituency is almost all what? Constituencies, especially concentrated in 13 districts that we mentioned across the country. Now, Central Region, kwachuruka manaro and void. Dezayo Lirongerudo, 22,400 narrow and void, which is more than a constituency number. Actually, Likoma, 3 Likomas, narrow and void. Deza, 10.5. Dowa, 8.9. Kasungu, 8.2. Salima, 5.2. Gora, 5.6. Nchisi, 5.9. Zomba, 4.8. Mwanza, 1,000. Rumpi, 1,000. Karonga, 800 Jagut. Nsanje, 2.7. Now, if you find where DPP is strong, like Cholo, Mulanje, 400 Jani, non-void votes. Kumene MCP is strong in tens of thousands in terms of non-void votes. This pattern and that too, they were smart indeed, but not smart enough. Because when you add Central Region alone, we are getting to over 150,000 non-void votes just for Central Region alone. And this we have not yet put to make because Tipanga submit today before the close of business today. We are still compiling from other places, so we know by the end of the day Tipanga submit. I believe we're on track SG and also Agazipatike Kuti, we are on track on this one. The Tamange Ditumezi take. Then again, we've got a chain of custody concerns. In several instances, our agents were denied full access to tally materials or were obstructed when attempting to verify constituency level documents. Even at polling centers, when it was time to count, our monitors were sent away and their phones were snatched. Especially in the eastern region, Sapitwa Belt. I don't call it Rome Belt, I call it Sapitwa Belt. So we've got the eastern region, Sapitwa Belt, and pockets of the lower Shire, whereby our monitors were literally denied access to my votes, and our monitors were chased. Whether they were compromised because the God of Mammon is at work, I don't know, but God is great. The truth always prevails. These obstructions break the chain of custody and raise the risk that original records were altered after polling. Their phones were confiscated and denied to monitor the counting of votes and sealing of ballot boxes. Because these are factual evidence-based findings, and because of democracy demands, and because democracy demands transparency, the Malawi Congress Party has taken the above complaints to Malawi Electoral Commission, and we're compiling more evidence on the same, except for one, Ndagambakaria now void votes in Central Region, which is suspicious. We are trying to check. It has never happened before. It's a new way. From TPEX to null and void. I might have DBB, they are good at that. They've done a good job, but no, we got them. Now, we kindly request and we kindly and politely request Malawi Commission to look into our complaints in a transparent but expeditious manner, because time is not on our side. We will also appreciate if MEC can publish every constitutional level result form and explain any discrepancy between polling center figures and later tallies. To what empire make as many as easy. Our SG will be writing them on this request, because Takupanga ma complaints here, and we have written what we want, but again, we want them to go beyond that, to have put under kind of credibility, a kind of trust in the electoral process. So we're saying, Goody, we are asking, or we will appreciate if they can publish publicly the constituency result form and explain any discrepancy between that. You see, what's happening is what we discovered, as explained earlier, when, like in my constituency, where I come from, Zimba Central constituency, by the way, I'm the only running mate who has won a primary seat. Say congratulations, you guys. Now, running mate in a primary seat, I got to play by national level. No, not possible. Now, what's happening, Woody? For the sake of our friends to understand, when it transferring the upper manually transmitted computed tally sheet into the EMD, what's the good voter ipe maja arani? Now this one is a software that is being used across the country. In no way only 1 or 2 or 3 or 5 or 16 or 20 can be compromised. It means every EMD machine was compromised in that area, in that aspect. Now, if that is compromised, what about the total tallying system? So when would I make a pange check the summation? Because, like in my constituency, I've got 50 polling centers. So they were adding manually. They were adding using the machine. Then we believe that's where now the trick was played. Now, if they're able to penetrate that and fit that, what about who make when we go? So we trust MEC, we trust everybody, we're not speculating anything, and we believe in MEC and respect MEC a lot. How summation yama results from polling centers, the formula because in the engineer tunapanga summation using Excel sheet. He knows how we do summation, field quantity and cast quantity. Sometimes use AutoCAD to computing. You use what? You use Excel. The summation they put some figures to increase volumes. So we're saying, now, the worrying part, Dodi, is only consistent with one candidate. That then, only a blind cannot see who's behind this. Only a blind man cannot see what? Who's behind this kind of problem. So we're saying, no. We call upon MEC to protect all physical and digital election materials to preserve the chain of custody pending investigation and any necessary judicial action. Because and we know how our friends operate. We don't want that. So we are calling upon MEC to work with, we are polite and kind calling upon MEC to work with our security agents. But the ballot papers, ballot boxes are secured. Pending whatever we need to do. As Malawi Congress Party, we will pursue, I want to assure Malawians and especially our brothers and sisters from Malawi Congress Party that we will pursue every lawful avenue. And that's number one. Every lawful avenue. Administrative, that's what we're doing at the moment. This is administrative. If we see no progress, civil ways, and where appropriate, criminal avenues to ensure accountability for those who are tempted to subvert the vote. Again, I say this, we got this. I want to say this once again. I want Malawians to know they did it in 1999. They did it in 2004. They did it 2009, 2014, 2019. I want to show Malawians 2019 was the end of vote rigging. Any attempt to do that will be met with what we are doing at the moment. Yeah. Dr. Chakwera pursues and advises us to uphold the rule of law. That's why you've seen chipani chimene chili mboma ni chimene chiudandaula kuti opposition afuna beyani masanko. Instead of opposition kudandaula kuti amboma auba masanko. That's how transparent, honest we are, and we will never tamper with any electoral process. And that's what Chakwera stands for. And that's what we, as Malawi Congress Party, stand for. This is the first time I've listened for calls my friends, some presidents who are my friends, and ministers across Africa and some in America, saying this is the first time whereby the ruling party is complaining of an opposition party trying to rig elections. So ni pusa yai koma nfa chilungamo koma kupanga chilungamo kwathu ena asaone ngati ndife ogona. Our institutions, our observers, and our civic resolve are stronger. We will not be intimidated by manipulation, sabotage, deception, because I've seen a lot of people, even upright men, have been deceived. No propaganda. No matter who has been hired to champion the evil agenda, will not be intimidated. I've been attacked personally on social media and everywhere, but I've got eyes on my ball. I never get moved. When you stop at every dog that is barking, you never reach your destination. I repeat, when you stop at every dog that is barking, you never reach your destination. You miss your goal. We will not answer to taunts with threats, because we have seen facts, we have seen evidence, and only those who are hired to champion the evil agenda through propaganda will still be blind to what you have said today, what I said on Friday, and what is going on. We will answer that not with threats. As someone said, we don't do that. The only person who can nyenya is the one who can steal elections. We will answer them with evidence, law, and the full force of a democratic procedure. They came with knives to a drones fight. Auponda. Lastly, but not least, a lighter one. A lighter one. Maybe before I got there. On Friday, when I was called to come back from Zuzu to Lilongwe, the police and other people told me that there are people following you. For 3 days, my movements in Zuzu. From home, Tole Center, we are holding meetings. And when we left coming this side, they followed us. We stopped at Jenda, but stopped over by Vietnam to just buy a few things. We saw the cows stopping somewhere. My security people with the bodyguard said, can we apprehend them? Children are few. Children are very few. So at the road broke, we told the police, come on to you. And they're not smart and clever. If you're following someone every day, you change the car. But they think we are so dumb, and so they were apprehended and then custody. And the more details come later. We are not moved and intimidated. if you have won rightly, why follow people? Why issue threats? Why propaganda? And by the way, in terms of propaganda, we cannot sustain propaganda based on a lie. It has an expiry date. The only two people that succeeded to that, the Goebbels, Adolf Hitler, and again my good friend Comical Ali, Iraqi. We are bombing Americans, Nchani, and people are believing that indeed. But with DPP, I don't see a Comical Ali with DPP. I don't see any who can attempt to be a Comical Ali or Goebbels to sustain propaganda. It has expired date, and most of them is expiring. Malawians, open your eyes and see the truth that we're trying to put across. Whether majority are believing in deception, the law, democratic procedure cannot be blinded. So it doesn't matter how many people have been deceived and have been blinded. The law and the democratic procedure cannot, and I repeat, cannot be blinded or deceived. As I said, on a lighter note, have you noticed that the titango voter pa Tuesday paja mafuta mbopezeka ngambwi mpaka lero no queues? Have you noticed with no more blackouts? Kunzimba ma blackout makati twice 3 times a day. Mulongo mulimozi mozi. Koma closed voting 6 o'clock pa mafuta ngambwi. Ma blackouts kutia ndipo pompo. Now when Chakwera said these are cartels, and because it's been very generous and accommodative, notifying people that are deemed cadets, really do you know that they'll come back to haunt us? Media people, you are here. Go around town. Kuri mafuta mapesa kalitiro. Magisa, are there blackouts anymore? No. All this was properly timed to embarrass government pre-elections. And only those who have been deceived and blinded by the spirit of mammon with money cannot see this. But hey, there are some of us who can't be deceived. I want to say this boldly and strongly. The darkest hour comes before dawn. I repeat, the darkest hour comes before dawn. No matter how dark it is, light always conquers darkness. Yes. To my fellow Malawi Congress Party members, I want to tell you one thing. The road may be winding, long, dark, and narrow, but hey, the light is here. And we'll get there sooner than later. I thank you all for listening. Maybe you see on that one, is it on?
This one. Ziko kwambiri. Tatogoza a running mate. It's off. Okay, is that ahead?
Use this.
All right. Ngomwelera pomwepo. Pomwepo. Ziko kwambiri a running mate. Naona kuti chifukwa chakufunikira kwa izi kwa nkhani ya lero ndingo mwasanga kuyika mchichewa. Nkhani ya meta kumanana pano ndiyakuti masankho akuchitika ife Malawi Congress Party tawina kali ndiye mutu wa nkhani ili pano. Ndipo running mate ayamba kuonetsa kuti 2014 adayesa utibera 2020 ndi pamene kunakhala ngati ambuye atibwezeretsa. Ndipo chimene tikunena ife Malawi Congress Party ulendo uno sikuti wina afuna atibereso yayi. Ndekuli ena mukumanena kuti akuberani muli pampando. A running mate anena kuti ayi sana tiberi. Chifukwa meki sina tani? Sina turutse mtsogoleri. mkuti wani wawina ndani chachitika nchoti taagwira akufuna kuba nde mukamayankhula anzathu a DPP malo moti tawina tinena nikuti tagwidwa tikufuna kuba imene ndi nkhani mudzinena kuti atigwira ndipo umboni watani waonetsedwa ndi nkhani imene a running mate amatsindika lero chimene akamba iwawa ndi chakuti tidzisiyanitsa kuti ukakhala pa mpando sikuti udzibera masankho udziwina poyerayera osati kumazimenya chidali kuti ife timadziwa kuba nde ulendo uno mwakumana ndi anthu oti akugwirani simunagwidwa kuno kokha magwidwa kumpoto magwidwa kumwera magwidwa kulikoma magwidwa kulikonse nde kumene mukuauza kunja auzeni zoona a running mate akuti auzeni achakwera akunena kuti nenani zoona kuti magwidwa mukuba osati tawina tidzinena chilungamo mmene zinthu zilili nde nkhani imene apempha iwo anena kuti chonde ameki tithandizeni yang'anitsitsani zimene zakhala zikuchitika alongosolanso kuti mabedwe ake amatani choyamba pamaoneka kuti kumaonjezeredwa manambala amtalika anthu akumudzi mwina mukumalephera kulongosola kuti kodi akuti amabamotani choyamba paonetsedwa pepala loonetsa kuti zoyikidwa mu kompyuta zikusiyana ndi zolemba pamanja zinazo amaonjezera ndikumachepetsa mavoti achakwera kumene kukuonekanso nkhani ya null and void kapena zimene zaonongeka zapano konse kumene MCP maoneka kuti ili strong zikuoneka kuti zambiri zimangoyikidwa pambali kuti zaonongeka kutanthauza kuti mavoti ambiri ama MP a president maka a president ayikidwa pamodzi ndi woonongeka a running mate anenanso kuti ife mene takhala pano mamonitors ena amatulutsidwa nthawi yowerenga amatulutsa mrumu ndikupezeka kuti ena mpaka kumathamangitsidwa ena kupwetekeka mkati chifukwa kumudzi kumukenoza kuti kodi chatsitsadzaye Nchani nkhani imene timakambirana pano ndi imene iyi kuti tabwera kudzaonetsa kuti anthu amachita kugwiritsa makina imene akuti software kutanthauza kuti kumagwiritsidwa ntchito mamashini kuti anthu awabwere nde nkhani chimene tabwera kuti tidzanene pano ndichoti ife ndifoyamika amalawi munadzipereka mwapita mwakavota tikuthokozeni kwambiri ndipo mwasunga bata nde ife tabwera pano kudzanena kuti chilungamo chioneke ndipo wina akamationa tili du mmene tililimu sikuti ife ndifogona koma kuti ife timafuna kutsata ndondomeko ife ndi chipani cha chilungamo kukhala pa mpando sikutanthauza kuti tidzibweretsa chitonzo tidakafuna zilakakazo sezi zitasokonekera koma ife dziko lino timalikonda achakwera amalikonda dziko lino sikuti iwo akunena kuti zonse akunena kuti chilungamo chioneke ndi apapa mukati muonetsetse zalero taona kuti masankhowa kunena zoona wina atafusa ndi chani chachodetsa zinthu tinena kuti chimene chasokoneza zinthu ndichoti ena makamaka titi anzathu a DPP-wa malo moti ayendere chilungamo akuyendera kufuna kubera ndeti manena pano pa kampeni ife timayesa kuti DPP yasintha khalidwe timadabwa anthu oti sanapange kampeni nkomwe osadziwa kuti akonzekera kupanga staff kukayika zinthu mu mabox nde ife tidanena kanthu koyipa sikalowa kanthu koyipa takapeza nde uno chipani chino ndi mzinda woyera ndi mzinda woyera umene siudzalola kuti kanthu koyipa kalowe ndithu aliyese mumtima akumbukire timayimba popanga kampeni mulungu wathu wakhala nafe chifukwa wakagwira koyipa kaja ndipo wakayimitsa ameki tithandizeni tiyimitse kanthu koyipa mzinda woyera ndi uno ndipo nonse kumene muli Malawi Congress Party ndi chipani cha bata ndi chipani chomvera malamulo tipitiriza kwathu ndikupempha ambuye khalani nafe mene tinkapereka pemphero maliza ndi zimene adzanena pano running mate motumidwa ndi achakwera tikupita kumapeto running mate akhala akutenga mafunso nde ndipemphe kwa amene talongosola kuti mwina ngati panali mafrezi ena poti tamva kuti ati kunali zizungu zosokoneza tsagwano kutsogolo matsagwadi kuno nde ndipemphe kuti amene sitinamvetse summary ya zimene zizi inali menemo kwa anu ake chinthuchi ali kumudzi anu ake sali pano pa Capital Hotel tikuyenera kuti tilongosole moti aliyese amvetse zikomo kwambiri pa nthawi ino ndipemphe mafunso amene ayankhidwe ndi running mate athu. Nde munthu akafuna kufunsa akweze dzanja anene kuti akuchokera kuti, tipemphe mafunso anthu mabwera ndikale ndipo kuti zambiri zoti tichite. Malawi Congress Party mafuna ilemekeze nthawi yanu, nde mfunse funso direct, ndipo ngati funso limene wafunsa wina wafunsa kale lisabwerezedwe. Amene tifuna tifunse anyuzi bwerani pano, ndipo masukani funsani china chilichonse tikufuna kuti muyankhidwe. Iniyo ndi udindo wanu kuti muthe kufunsa funso. Masukani ndithu mubwera kutsogolo kuno.
Zikomo kwambiri. Ine ndi John Pokaini kuchokera ku Zodiac. Ndimafuna ndingomvetsetsa kuchokera kwa ino running mate komanso mwina chipani chonse kuti kufikira pamene tili pano mutha kunena kuti ngati chipani mukukhulupirira kuti bungwe la MEC layendetsa bwino kapena liyendetsa bwino chisankho chimenechi, kapena mwataya chikhulupiriro mbungwe la MEC. Pachiwiri pali madandaulo angapo amene mwakhala mukubweretsa. Kodi muli ndi chikhulupiriro kuti pa nthawi yochepa imene yatsalayi, chifukwa mwa malamulo bungwe la MEC limayenera kulengeza zotsatira within 8 days, ndi nthawi yokwanira kuti MEC atha kuunika madandaulo anu ndi kubweretsa zigamulo? Lachitatu, bungwe la MEC kapena kuti inuyo ngati chipani munali ndi anthu amene amalondoloza bwino kuwerengezera zotsatira za chisankho kapena kuti parliamentary center. Mavuto amenewa mwapeza liti amene mukubweretsawo? Mwazindikira liti? Mwapeza liti? Was it at the point where the election was being counted, kapena pa nthawi ino pamene zotsatira zayamba kufika ku National Tally Center? Ndimafunanso nditamvetsetsa pa fundo imene afotokoza kumapeto kuti
Can you limit yourself?
Okay. Panali anthu amene mukuti amakutsatirani ndipo apolisi awatenga. Mwina I don't know if it is too early to disclose their names, koma ndimafuna timvetsetse kuti anthu amenewa mukuti ali m'manja mwa polisi, koma kufikira lero sitinamve chilichonse kuchokera kwa polisi pa nkhani imeneyo. Anthu amenewa akusungidwa kuti ndi ndani? Zikomo kwambiri.
We'll take the first three. Machon, limit your questions to 2, please.
All right. Dzina langa ndine Messi Matonga kuchoka ku Times. Messi Matonga. Bakulankhula kwano munayankhulako kuti mavoti kapena zotsatira zimene zikumaoneka kuchoka ku chipani cha DPP zikumaonetsa kuti zomwe zalembedwa papepala ndi zimene zikumakatuluka chinthu chija chikapangidwa print zikumaoneka kuti zikusiyana, zikumaoneka kuti za apita mutharika zachuluka kuposera zimene zinalembedwa. Ndikukhulupirira kuti ndinamva bwino. System imene kugwiritsidwa ntchito pano popanga transmit ma results kapena kuprinta zotsatira zimene imati systematic inavomerezedwa ndipo inaunikidwa, ndipo pakhala zochuluka zoyankhulidwa kuphatiza kuti kunali ku court kuti anthu akapange audit system imeneyi, ndipo nkhani imeneyi inathetsedwa. Ndinene pano kuti inu ya MCP simukukhulupirira ndondomeko ya systematic imene nthawi yonse yakhala kuti ndiyovomerezeka kuti igwiritsidwe ntchito kuyendetsa chisankho cha chaka chino. Zikomo kwambiri. Ndine Ruth. Okay.
You can go ahead.
Okay. Ndine Ruth Daudi from Angaliba. Zipani zambiri itazoona zikupanga claim kuti zaberedwa mavoti. Now inuyo achipani cha Congress amene mukanali pano mukulamulira. Nimafuna ndifunse kuti kodi mu perception yanu, you've been in governance 2+ years. Mukuganiza kuti you have served Malawians enough for them to give you a second chance. And also, I caught the word, we've got this. Okay.
All right, second year, we got this.
Yes, I caught the word, we've got this. With that word, being Antonina kuti mulimboma kale, why are you not confident enough waiting for the results than making a statement every now and then kuti mabweredwa mavote? Thank you.
Okay.
I am.
Alright, zikomo kwambiri. Ine ndi Patrick Kachere kuchokera ku Umunthu FM. Nthawi ino ndi nthawi yovuta kwambiri imene mitima ya anthu ili mwamba. Mufotokoza kwanu mwafotokozapo kuti madera ena mwaberedwa. Koma bungwe la MEC ngati nalitsata bwino lakhali kumalengeza kuti akwakuti malipoti osimikizika ayenda motere. Mwina inuyo ngati chipani pankhani ya mtendere mungatipo chani kuti mitima ya Malawi ikhazikike? Zikomo.
Panthawi ino tapatsa running mate mwayi woti ayankheko chifazi yambolowa nalowana akachoka ameneko will give you a chance. Aliyense afunsa ndithu ndi mwina akuyankha, you can take your seats, then you come in the order ene mutiri. Zikomo.
All right. Should I come there? All right. Okay. Tivanepo. John Paul from John Paul from Zodiac. Do we trust that we can run the electoral process fairly? We have trust in MEC, no doubt about that. If we didn't have trust in MEC, we wouldn't have been lodging complaints to them. Kana kauda meso akurupirira sibwe zina complaints ya topira ku MEC yai. We are going straight to court. But because we trust the electoral process, democratic processes, and we trust in MEC, that's why our complaints are going Nchani to MEC. So we are proving our trust in MEC by going to them with our complaints, not going to court. Lachiwiri, unasema kuti is there enough time kuti abange look into our complaints? Yes, there's more time. 8 days is enough time, and even if we brought this on the 7th day, they have got capacity to look into our complaints. So we have confidence kuti aona kuti abanga banja. And remember, Ameki got several options. Do not be misled by propaganda. Which law? Let them read the law. If MEC is unable to verify everything and audit everything, they have got several options. I'll not say them myself, but as journalists, go and read the law. What the law says, the option that MEC has. Yeah. Then, we had monitors and in centers, and again, how this happened, and the so you see, we voted on Tuesday. They started counting the votes Tuesday. Results started kicking in on Wednesday. So by Wednesday, we started getting feedback. The same Tuesday, Mazuro, like for Mangochi Northwest and other centers where our monitors were chased, we got them the same day, and the complaints were lodged at the local polling center already and to the DC. And we have that evidence, but we are yet to submit to make maybe Lero or Mawa, Tipanga submit to make. So we started getting some of these issues like the chasing away monitors, not allowing them to count, monitor the counting and the what do you call it, and the counting and sealing of the ballot boxes, same day Tuesday. As many as also. But we said, okay, complain by a polling center because we need evidence and take it from there. So that's part of the affidavits we are getting in Mangochi and various districts where we sent our lawyers to get affidavits. And yes, it's because we had monitors at the constituency level and polling center level. You see, we as MCP, as the ruling party at the moment, tika nafuno kandidati mangaraza twanja, tika natamangisa mamonitors au in our stronghold central region. We know, but we're not like them, and we'll never be like them. But in their strongholds, they chased our people because they're no. And who that it is. That's how evil our friends are. But we don't. We are cool. We are fine. We got this. We don't have to follow. They were following me. Banji, and the like. Don't worry. The things that are being unearthed will come out in the open soon. But the law is being followed to the letter. And I'm not intimidated. I don't ever be intimidated. As I always say, Fia and me are twin brothers, and I'm the eldest. My sister, Mese Matonga, Adibanji Gordon. My good brother, one person morning. That's a lighter moment. Amafusa Mese's additional votes pajani pa smart smartmatic majani chimani voters when smartmatic. You see, nena gudi anzatu aja, they're very smart in doing evil. They plan very well. I wish their plans were directed towards positive stuff, not negativity. We have discovered them going to court complaining about Smartmatic was a decoy. It was a decoy. Us fighting them in court, or not us, people fighting them in court while they are busy planning evil and scheming. So it was, they are good. They are very good on that one. They are very good on that one. But they are good in doing bad things, not positive stuff. Do we trust Smartmatic? Yes, we do. Very much so. We do. But remember, this technology is a system that is managed by people and can be interfered at any level. Remember, 2019, there was a ghost in the system you make. Someone interfered into the system. So we can't rule that one out. We can't rule that one out. But we trust MEC and Smartmatic. But we're asking MEC to look. That's why I was very specific. I want to me away. I'm going to do a summation. Yama vote up Peter Mutaliga from all polling centers. Could you go in the bunch from your yaki? That's why I was emphatic, because we have to be specific with our request, not just being vague and mango yang crowd. We are pointing them to the money up. If I go to our findings, we feel up. Everybody vote. What was the other question, Miss? There were two, there was only one or two. Did you ask two questions, Miss? Just one, huh? Yeah, I think we do. I think that was one question, huh? And there was a Angaliba, Ruth Dowd Suleiman, Ruth Dowd, Angaliba. Where are you, Ruth?
Yes.
Oh, you're there?
Yes.
Going to where, Angaliba? We have said for 5 years. For 2 plus 5 years, 5 years, huh? Do Malawians have a reason to give us another chance? Funso limene mkana funso taya campaign, panopo kama zama elections results utaenda bunch. But because you're my sister, I'll still answer. Yes, and very much so. All right? Yes, and very much so. Actually, many Malawians want us back. Actually, 50 plus 1 Malawians want us back in power. By the way, when I say we got this, we got this. That's why unafunsa so zazimene zozo kuti we got this. Komano bwanji mukudikira kuti ameka ulisekai kuti machanjane maberedwa. Put words in our mouths. We never said taberedwa. It will not happen. It will not happen, not at all. Mwaona Jesse ali hapa Kazipatike, Ochirondola ali hapa, Ogumba ali hapa, Konde ali hapa, Anasetembo ali hapa, Ajantunya ali hapa, Asogo, Achole ali hapa, no, Henry Mumba ali hapa, Kusamba Zonza ali hapa, Angati Bere, Joshua Malongo, ndevu zo masharuba alipo mpano, zona akabere muntu passing masharuba Joshua Malongo. Singateke zimenezo yayi. My point is, tawagwira kuba. Inchitumbuka, tawakora wakwiba. Tawakora wakupanga vya ungwibi. Then, finally, Naso. Ukamabere do nyumba kwanu Ruth Dowd opeza kuba kukubera amezeka ikuba pene ndandaule amezeka abeka ye akundibera ine tawagwira gwi uyo tawagwira. Patrick ndani from Umuntu FM ndani pale ndani Kachere on the word. Perfect. Friday, when I had a press conference, my message was calling Malawians to become unpeaceful and remain peaceful. Zomwana banga hota DPP ubranta banga my demo and Draiki, they thought they were saying that for long. They can't. They can't. If it was, I mean, banga means that they fail. But what other people, go to Twitter, you see a lot of youths from all over. They're staying there at the moment. Bwana SG tumaba kuti enda kana ndempando wanu foti agumba sauna nukondo agumba yayi ndiyati angateke paro SG. Now we are going to people, if we want that we're going to unleash them, but we don't. We are a peaceful party and the team yo wina simapo ndayayi opangono unamona Mbappe akuponda Mbappe sama ponda Mbappe yayi. All right, another set of questions. Mina afuna akantu aga omaliza but that's it, yeah.
Take the last right? Yeah. Just make it brief to the point and don't Nanga ndine voice campaign kujengera ku Kasumu radio. Nimafuna kitwe nao nena kuti fika na bunge la meki latimiza zotsatira zama councils 9 pama council 9 amene bunge la meki latsimikiza ndimafuna ndidziwe kuchokera ku Chipani muli nayo vuto lina lililonse lama lizatsa amenewa zikoma kwambiri.
Just a moment.
right, another.
Yeah, my name is Jim Michael from Jim Michael. Jim Michael.
Jim?
Michael.
Michael from England.
No.
Jim. Okay. Jim.
Yeah.
Okay.
GBS TV.
Yeah.
GBS TV.
GBS.
Yes.
Did you mean?
Area 17.
Yeah.
Behind it comes Institute for Sports.
GBS TV.
Yes.
GBS TV. Oh wow. Okay. GBS TV. All right.
You have just indicated that you have just indicated some of the challenges which you have noted during the electoral process. Now, I wish to know how are you going to make sure that you are seeking for clarity doesn't compromise the MEC services and maybe their process of coming up with official results. Thank you. How, from the challenges which you have noted, I wish to know how are you going to make sure that you are seeking for justice and clarity does not compromise the Malawi Electoral Commission services and seeking, coming up with official results. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Karo Kajiwanda, Linga FM Radio.
Linga FM.
Yes.
Area 14.
Yes.
Karo Kachiwanda.
Mwakambapo kuti mamonitors yanu anatulutsidwa nthawi yowerengera mavoti.
Not constant, mostly in the eastern.
Mostly, yes. Mwina izi mwadziwa liti kupangiranso kuti dzana panali ndithu press briefing ina lachitatu madzulo ku headquarters simudafotokozeko za izi komanso kupita chitsogolo muonetsetse kuti mwina pakhala njira zotani kuti mavoti amene amawerengedwa m'madera amene mamonitors anu munalibe pakhale kuti palibe chinyengo china chilichonse chimene chinachitika. Eziko. Ine ndiluse Kadzongwe kuchokera ku Mibawa Television. Luse Kadzongwe kuchokera ku Mibawa. Pamene mukudikira kuti MEC mwina liyankhe madandaulo amene mwakapereka, anthu anu funso ili nafunsaso Madamu Kabwira, anthu anu mukwakonzekeretsa motani kuti chotsatira china chilichonse chimene chinkabwere athe kuchilandira zikomo.
Running mate, over to you.
All right. Lero ndaphunzirapo kuti kuli GBS TV. Alingani with your Alex Major is your just a minute. Could number drop Kenneth. Drop was the first one, then Katata. Okay, fine. All right, thank you so much for the questions. I think that's the last set of questions. Why so napken aku Kasungu Radio? Mnafunza kuti kodi ameke apangapa announces ama councils 9 inuyo mwindima issues lima yasamene o mukupemphani mundilole kuti pakali panopa ndisayanye fusemene lolo popeza tikupanga follow administrative procedures ndi ameke ndi pempani ma journalist makamagalo waiso napkeni funso lako pepa sindiliyankha kai pakali pano, but I think yankulibwera as we go along tomorrow or by Monday or by Tuesday. By close of the tomorrow, I think some things will have happened. One thing we want to make it clear is that we'll never antagonize MEC. Never. Never. N-E-V-E-R. No matter what. We'll never antagonize them. That's why in my statement I said, we are following administrative procedures. Should we not get justice through that, we will follow civil procedures. If push comes to shove, even criminal procedures. So, I think that's how I can answer that question. Kuti mundrole kapale panopa ndisayankhe kaye, koma we are pursuing every administrative procedure, and some of the things zingaziyankhulika pa media because they are sensitive in a way, and I don't want to be misinterpreted kuti I'm attacking Meko or whatever and the like. Never attacking anyone. Michael, my friend from the Great Britain, Michael, GBS TV. Where are you, Jem? Are you Jem? All right, good to see you, my brother. I like your question. Thanks for that question. In our pursuit of justice and seeking clarity to our concerns, are we going to compromise make? We are law abiding. We have the most worst evidence, more than atypics, in terms of the gravity of the irregularities of sin. It's more than typics. As I said, anzatwaja atamangisa mamulas ao atu in their strongholds. In our strongholds, there's no incident of anyone being chased or beaten, not even one, because we are peace and law abiding. Peace loving and law abiding. Peace, love, and harmony. You know that song, huh? Joseph Hirukacha. That's who we are. So, in our pursuit of justice and clarity, be assured, and Malawi be assured, will never antagonize make or any other state institution. But we have trust in the process, and we believe justice will be granted. Karo Kachiwanda, when did you know about this? We said no repetitions, and on that one, Mamma changed. Nanena Soti, Tinazi was Cromwell Tuesday Mazulo, and the comments were lodged to make. Nanena Joncho, they were lodged in Romero. But now, as a party, we are putting all those together. It's Jimmy to me put all those stuff. We are correcting from various, so we don't want to go to make it. Kani most repeatedly everything to do that particular Kani. So we are getting from various statements from various people. Could you know Malino? This is what happened with our monitors, and this only happened in Eastern region and the Sapito Belt mostly. Then we Nandiluse Kadzongwe from Mibawa, Agudi and Atu, Tiwakonzelesa Motani, Kuti Marizasi, Akabwe, Butabwera Gunulusi. Kachiwa Kadzongwe, Tabwera Gunulusi. Nufura Fusoko, Usafusa Dimanta, Usabino Bino, Monveka Veve, come beside Lucy. What do you want to see a married of Suliminero? No one will debate you. Nobody from Congress party will debate you. Ask Wino peacefully. Mantendere. Tafusa Wino. Amva. Oh, Fatenge Janet.
Honorable Sinafuse Mamata. Fusolo linali nditu straight to the point. Pachisankho timembegezera zotsatira ziwiri. Kukanakhala kumpira tikanati zitatu kukhala draw. Koma uku ndi kuchisankho zita ziwiri kuwina kapena kugonja. In case Malawi decides otherwise as MCB, anthu anu chotsatira cha chisankho chimene chichi terekezo tichapita mwina mmene simukuganizira anthuwa mukuwakonzekeretsa kuti adzathe kuchivomereza chimene mwina Malawi angasankhe kuti akupangireni. Zikomo kwambiri honorable.
All right. I'm saying this to Malawians and more specifically to members of Malawi Congress Party and the 50+1 that voted for Chakwera. I say it again. I'm addressing Malawians, Malawi Congress Party members, and the 50+1 that voted for Chakwera. Tiwakonzerekeresa kuti azathe kuvomereza zimene MEC yanena. Zikomo kwambiri.